This is the beginning and this is where we're going. A full smoky kajal look that does not move. Let me show you how. Before any eyeliner goes on, we're prepping the eye properly. And this is the step most people skip entirely. I'm starting with the Huda Beauty Peach Color Corrector on the under eye darkness. Peach cancels out any purple or blue tones underneath so that everything we layer on top looks clean and seamless. I'm using a brush to blend this out, only where there's maximum darkness. And bringing it a little up onto the lid to keep everything even. Now I'm going in with the L'Oreal Skin Ink in 270 Warm. Just a few dots underneath the eye, wherever there's still any darkness showing through. Blend that out fully. Whatever's left on the brush goes onto the lid. We want a completely even base before anything else happens. If you can spot any creasing that's happening already, I would like you to take your brush and blend that out further. Now this is the step where smudging is actually prevented. Setting powder underneath the eye. And I mean properly packed on and not just dusted. For this step, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in banana bread. And this is doing two things at once. It's basically locking in all those liquid and cream products in place so they don't migrate. And it's creating a dry base that the kajal can grip onto. And then I double set it. A finishing powder over the top with a fluffy brush. I'm applying this under the eye and onto the lid as well. This is absorbing any remaining oils so that when the kajal actually goes on, there's really nothing underneath it that will cause it to move. Oils are really the enemy of an eyeliner. We have just eliminated that. I have gone in with a few times with this light fluffy brush and just applying this on the lid as well because I'm going for that kind of look. Now we're ready for kajal. I'm using the K-Beauty 24-hour kajal in black. And the way I apply this is very important. As you can see, I'm not applying this to the pink part of the waterline. I'm placing it right at the roots of the lashes. That alone reduces smudging drastically. Because you're not sitting kajal on wet tissue. You're placing it where the lashes actually grow. I'm using the same principle on the upper lash line. I'm tightlining it in between the roots of the lashes and not the pink inner rim. This makes the lashes look fuller at the root, and because it's not touching the moisture of the eye, it's not going to go anywhere. Now I'm adding a layer just outside the waterline, right below the lashes. This gives you that depth and intensity without relying entirely on waterline application. You don't need to be very precise here, especially if you want a smudged smoky finish. Just run it along and let it sit. I'm going in with a flat brush and I'm smoking that out. This is where the look starts coming together. The kajal is still creamy enough to move, so take your time here. Blend it out fully. The smokier you want it, the more time you need to spend at this stage. Keep blending until the edges are completely soft. A harsh edge is what makes that smoky eye look unfinished. Now this is the step that sets everything. I'm taking a flat brush with a grey eyeshadow and buffing it directly over the kajal. The grey keeps it smoky without making it too harsh. It fills in any gap between the lashes and it's sealing that cream kajal in place. I'm pressing the brush right into the lash line, making sure every gap is filled. This is what separates a polished smoky eye from a patchy one. And now with a flat brush, I'm softening all the outer edges, blending it into that setting powder base we laid down earlier. This is what makes the whole thing look like it belongs on your eye rather than just sitting on top of it. Now I'm going back in with Kajal on the waterline, a second layer just to make sure there are absolutely no gaps between those lashes. Anywhere that looks patchy, we're filling that back in. And straight back in with black eyeshadow, pressing that into the lash line again. This darkens it, sets it, and closes every gap. That's how your base is locked in. Now I'm applying grey shadow on the lower lash line, blending that out softly. This connects the lower kajal line to the rest of the look and softens any harsh edges underneath the eye. This is how the lower lash line should look at this point. Now the upper lash line. I'm starting with a grey shadow first, building the color slowly. Don't go in with full black straight away. You want to be able to control the intensity. Layer it up gradually and blend as you go. You can see how I'm building up the color gradually. This is not only helping me get control over color placement, it's also giving me my ideal smoky eye look. I'm taking my fluffy brush to blend everything into the skin so that there's no visible edges, just a seamless gradient from lash line outwards. Building the grey back up again, and then straight back in with a fluffy brush to blend. Keep alternating between building and blending until you get the depth you want. Now I'm using a flattish brush with black eyeshadow right along the upper lash line, close to the lashes only. This defines the upper lash line and connects it to the lower so that the whole look reads as one cohesive smoky eye look rather than two separate lines. Working towards the inner corner of the upper lash line now, making sure that it's filled in completely and connected. Now I'm taking a little highlighter and applying that at the inner corner of the eye. This opens up everything and stops the smokiness from making the eye look heavy or closed in. I'm also adding a touch on the brow bone as well to lift the whole eye area. Now I'm taking the lash curler and then some mascara. A smoky eye needs bold lashes to balance it. I'm building up a few coats and taking it to the bottom lashes too. The whole look needs to feel intentional and full. Last few coats, take your time here. The lashes are the finishing frame on the whole look. And this is how you prevent a smoky eyeliner eye from smudging. If it helped, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tutorials like this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.